Welcome back to Studio 5. Liposuction is perhaps the oldest and best known form of body contouring. Well, in recent years, various other less invasive methods have been introduced to help reshape and get rid of unwanted fat. And just last week, the FDA approved one such procedure that promises to freeze away the fat. Dr. Steve Jepson is one of the only doctors in the state approved for this new technique. So explain it to us. How does this work?
Well, this is called CoolSculpting by Zeltiq, and we're really excited about this because this is the first 100% non-invasive cosmetic procedure to recontour the body and remove fat. And so it's kind of like the holy grail of cosmetic medicine. We want something that people can go in, get something done, not have a lot of discomfort, and not have any downtime, and this procedure promises that.
And it almost sounds, at surface read, too good to be true. You did a lot of research, though, on this particular procedure.
I didn't believe it when I first heard about it, but then I started looking into the research. This comes out of Harvard. The physicians who invented this technology are top-notch physicians, and once you start looking into it, it really makes a lot of sense. And so we're going to talk about how it works, and I think they'll show a picture here in a second, which is that's pig skin, and this is one of the early studies that they did that showed if they could figure out a way to protect the outer skin, that freezing that fat, those fat cells would go away.
Okay.
And right there in the center is where they froze the fat. The fat went away, left a nice depression there, and then over the last couple of years, they figured out a way to do this on human skin and over larger areas. So the next picture is going to show how the applicator here works. They'll show in a second where you grab an area of fat. The best areas to treat right now are on the abdomen, the loved handles, and on the back. And if you've got an area of fat that you don't really like, you can grab it. Say we have a love handle right down here. You grab it, you use the applicator right here, and I have an example of the applicator where there's a cooling technology involved here. The applicator sucks your fat up into the applicator. Then there's cooling plates on either side that then freeze your fat. You have a protective gel coat on your stomach. It doesn't damage your skin. Here's a good example. So on the side there, you can see where the fat's been drawn up into the applicator. The cooling plate on either side is freezing the fat on either side. And then over the next 3 months that follows the treatment, those fat cells just kind of slowly are destroyed and dissolve away.
How long do you have to hold that piece of equipment in place?
So the treatment takes an hour.
Okay.
And what's nice about it is the first 10 minutes you kind of feel a little bit of a pulling sensation, a little bit of a tingly sensation, but after that it freezes, and then you don't feel anything for the remainder of that hour. And so it truly is a procedure where there's very little discomfort. We have people come into the office, they either watch TV. About half the people have actually slept through the procedure. So not only is it non-invasive, but it really doesn't hurt very much, and there's no downtime. There's an example of when the fat is pulled up into those cooling plates, then you remove the applicator, and then that whole area has been treated. And over the next 2 to 3 months, the area goes down. Here's some good examples of these people have been treated completely non-invasively using this CoolSculpting procedure, and you can see how much improvement there is just with one treatment.
One treatment will give you a notable result.
A notable result. Now, and I think an important thing to point out here is that it's not a replacement for liposuction, and it's not for everybody. I don't want people thinking that this is the solution to get rid of your fat and you don't have to work. Any body contouring procedure requires that a person be healthy, eat right, exercise. We don't want people thinking that this is the sole answer to get rid of fat that they don't like. In order to be a candidate for this procedure, you really have to be a healthy person. You have to be ideally within 10 to 15 pounds of your ideal body weight. And it's not really a substitute for liposuction either. If you have a lot of fat, if you want all your fat gone, in that situation, liposuction is still going to be a better alternative. But if you're looking for 100% non-invasive treatment without any downtime that works really well, then CoolSculpting by Zeltiq is a really good option.
Okay, you can find this at Dr. Jepson's, of course, clinic. We posted all of the information for you on our website. Thanks so much, Steve. Interesting to see how that works out. We'll be right back with more on Studio 5.